So you got a new project you about
Yes,
to drop.
sir. Yes, sir. Yep.
Tell me about that.
So it's called The Crossroads, and it's actually Wayne is featured on there
Oh, is he?
twice. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's
cool.
funny,
Cool.
and it's so funny, man. Wayne has such a direct impact on me with this album. Like, he's like the unofficial executive producer of this album. Like, I sent him a bunch of the songs from the album and asked him what he think and what he thought, excuse me. And for one of the songs in particular, he switched around the entire song. Like, he Quincy Jones my
Oh, really?
he turned one part of the song, it used to be my verse, and he was like, no, that's the most relatable part of the song, that needs to be your hook, and it has that energy. So he took the session himself and like rearranged my song for me, and then I listened to it like the way he did it and the way I had it, and I was like, oh, the way he did is like so much better. You know what I'm saying? So much doper the way he did it. And he gave me just great advice. One thing that I took with me, and I take with me every time I enter that studio, he said, you have to treat every single song like it's people's first time hearing you.
Right. Mm.
He said, you have to treat every song like it's people's first time hearing you. And it's saying so much with so little words, but it's just basically like, man, like, you can't ever take this music thing for granted. No matter how many fans you get, no matter how much success you have, you always have to treat every single song like it's people's first time hearing you. And even, God rest his soul, Quincy Jones just passed. Yeah. I've been watching, I always watch this documentary. He has one on Netflix called Quincy. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I saw it, yeah.
So I watched that a few years back, and I've been blessed enough to work with Quincy Jones. But I go on this tangent to say, like, even if you look at when him and Mike made Thriller, like, they just had Off the Wall, and Off the Wall was like super successful at the time. I'm sure you know better than I do. That was super successful at the time. From what I read, it was like the most successful album by a black artist, solo black artist, period. And they still had a chip on their shoulder. And after a huge success like Off the Wall, they went back in Thriller, and they cut 800 songs into 9. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that comes from treating every song like it's people's first time hearing you, and not playing with it, you know? And so that advice Wayne gave me, I took that to heart, man, for real. And it came at a super clutch time. And like I said, I'm blessed to have him on the album twice.
Yeah. Well, Quincy was a good friend of mine. He's a dear friend of mine.
Yeah, rest his soul.
Wayne is just, I can't compare anybody to Wayne.
No.
I mean, he's got his own style, and he talks so much.
Yeah.
I've never ran into anybody yet that can talk as much as Wayne.
And the thing is, Wayne is so brilliant.
Yes.
Like, I always say, like, bro, if this go on Jeopardy, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, yo, for this knows everything about everything, whether it's sports, like random American facts. Like, yo, his brain I don't know how he absorbs knowledge, but he just knows like everything about everything.
Yeah.
And that's how his bars, to where it's like, I didn't even know, like on Lollipop, he said, I got so much chips, I swear they call me Hewlett Packard. When I first heard that line, I didn't even think until recently, a year ago, I was reading Steve Jobs' book. And it was talking about Hewlett Packard is the chip company. Yes. And it was talking about him. I literally didn't know that until then, but it's like you had to be a well-researched person to even know that. Hewlett Packard is a chip company. I'm thinking he talking about potato chips and when he first said the line, but that comes from being well-read and living life experience and all of these things. And even like the few times I met Drake, it's been super brief, but he always be like, man, just learning from Wayne, bro. Like last time I seen Drake, it was super brief convo. I don't want to act like it's deeper than what it was. Like,
no. Listen, that's all good.
Yeah, but I say this to say, when I forgot what I asked him, but he was just like, bro, like learning from Wayne, that gave me that battery in my back for that work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think I asked him about just how he keep working after all these years, and he was just like, bro, Wayne, studying Wayne. And so I say all this to say Wayne's the GOAT, bro. Like he's the apex, like straight up. And just me being around Wayne these past few years and learning from him, I've just picked up and absorbed just so much knowledge. And as an artiste, and he's a genuine human being. Yes. Like Wayne's a real one. Like
absolutely
a real one. Like a real one. He said in one of the songs we got, because we did the song like a year ago, right around the time my daughter was born. Wayne rapped. He said, "My just had a daughter. I went and bought her a stroller." Then text me like, "Yo, boom, 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 what's the addy?" A day later, I had a designer stroller outside my doorstep.
Oh, is that right?
You know what I'm saying? No cap and Wayne raps at all. And I was like, nah, this is the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like,
You gotta give it to him. I
Yeah.
mean, like, there's nobody can come up with lyrics like Wayne. I
No.
listen to him and I go, oh, hell no.
yeah.
Wayne, come on, where you get that from?
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
that's a fact.
I'll never forget. In 2013,
Mhm.
we were on tour, and I forget what city we were in, but Drake and myself and Wayne standing outside the car before Wayne got in it. I said, Wayne, listen, I met this girl tonight, man, and please don't try to, take her away from me.
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, I already. I thought,
yeah.